So the iPhone promotions are.
Do you have a desk near like a outlet to charge my phone? Awesome.
You have a charger.
I have one.
Oh, okay.
Do I have to use yours? This
No,
is
you can use
C. Okay. Appreciate it. Awesome.
There you go.
Whew.
Okay. There you go. So if the promotions are on the iPhone right now is the
Here I
iPhone.
am. I know.
Is the iPhone 14.
Okay.
So let's take a look. So for a business plan with an iPhone 14 is $118.99 a month plus taxes.
Oh, you only have one?
No, I'm writing them all down. So that's the one plan. The next plan down is 108.99 plus taxes. And then the next one down from that is $98.99 plus taxes a month.
And for how many lines is that?
That's one.
Okay. And so what do they include, please?
Unlimited talk, text, data, U.S., Mexico, and Canada. The difference between the three plans is the top tier plan, you get 200 gigs of hotspot. The second tiered plan, you get 100 gigs of hotspot, and the third one, you get 5 gigs of hotspot.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so that would be for an iPhone. Let's see what we have for Samsung.
Do you only have Samsung and iPhone?
And Google.
Oh, okay. So it would be like Android. Do you have Motorola phones here?
I don't know that there's not any on promotion right now that are.
Oh, okay.
We have a Motorola phones, just two. They're the flip ones,
Okay.
but they're not on a promotion right now.
So how much are the phones though? Because you did mention the plans, but I
Yeah.
had asked about the phones.
Well, that's including the phone and everything.
Oh,
but-
it is including the phone.
Yep. So the iPhone 14 normally is $730, but then once you get a credit every month, offset the cost. So in the long run, you would pay $215 for the phone itself.
Today?
No. That's just like, so the phone is, for the iPhone 14 is $730, but we give you a credit every month of $14.29. So
Okay.
after the 36 months, you pay $215 for the phone itself.
But so then I wouldn't pay that up front today.
You would pay taxes, and if it calls for any down payment, we wouldn't know until we run credit.
Okay, but the down payment wouldn't be more than the cost of the phone, right?
Sometimes it doesn't. It depends. Sometimes it's $100 down payment. Sometimes I've seen it where you can't finance a phone. I've seen both spectrums. So the system tells us what we have to factor in, like the cost of the phone. We don't have that unless we run credit.
Okay, well, can you try that?
Yeah. Did you want me to look at a quote for?
And how much for
Samsung?
an additional line? Do you have tablets?
We do have tablets.
Do you have watches?
We do have watches. Yeah.
So can you factor in an additional phone or a watch? I'm gonna sit here. Is that
Yeah.
okay? I
What
would like to
other-
know if you would allow it.
Oh no, that's. What phone were you thinking of for the second line?
Do you have like those little new flip phones?
The Samsung flips?
Yeah.
Yes, we do.
Are they called the Razor now?
No,
too?
that's the Motorola.
Okay, sure. Okay, I understand. So the Samsung Flip would be, is that the one that looks like perhaps a small, like a book?
Yeah, it's where it folds down and it's just a little square once
Okay.
it folds.
Do you have any, you say you do have some of those?
We do, but there's no promotion on them right now.
Oh, okay. So, is
Yep.
it 23 now?
It's the 24.
The
The S24 is on promotion right now.
Okay, sure.
So you want to try that one?
I can look into it perhaps. I'm just here, trying to figure things through.
And then as far as the watch, were you looking to do Samsung or Apple?
Well, it would be. Well, I want to try the Apple initially, but if I get a second line, I would like the second line to be Samsung.
Gotta wait for that. So to add the second line on for the phone is 93. That's with a Samsung S24. But if you
93 more per month?
to add the watch is a Samsung S24. To add the watch, if you did an Apple Watch, that adds on $10.99 a month.
I can talk on the watch, right? And it has like capability to look at my emails and text messages and things like that too. And it has like other okay.
Hi, one of us will be with you shortly. If you just did one phone and one watch, if you did the iPhone 14 with the Apple Watch SE, it's $117.98
Okay.
plus taxes.
Now, how much is this the AT&T Samsung flip phone though?
The Flip?
Yes. You said it's not on promotion.
No, only if you have a phone you trade in that qualifies for the trade-in.
But how much is it?
It is $1,000.
Oh, okay. And what are the features for it? Like just, does it have an online capability?
And every smartphone has online capability. The only thing is when you go to the flip phone, you lose camera picture quality because it's only two small cameras.
But it does have a camera on it? Awesome, okay. So I want to figure out the watch and the phone, the Apple.
The Apple, okay. I would just need to have your business information so that I could run it, and then an ID.
Okay, so I'm using my tax ID number and not my social security number. Okay, so now I have some other questions like terms and conditions and things like that, and so I would like to know, how do you figure in credit, and how do you what is, I'm trying to figure out the I know
They do a
I know
soft
you-
credit pull. They don't do a hard credit check. And they factor in if you've had us for services before, if you have or had, they factor in do you pay your bills on time, and they check to see how long the business has been in business.
Oh, okay, sure. Any other information that,
That's the only three things they look for.
so what are the terms and conditions?
It's a 36-month installment on all of the devices, so 3-year installment. Once the devices are paid off, there's no... See, you're getting credits every month to offset the promotion. So every month you get a credit on both the devices to offset the cost. So you write it out for the 36 months because you get a credit over the course of 36 months.
Okay. What are the demographics with the phone?
What do you mean?
So, like, can you tell me as far as any particulars that would be important information that I should know about the phone, as far as any features, any connectivities, anything that would be relative to the phone, including perhaps like customer service and other things of that nature as well.
So the phone, if you go with an iPhone, it's a different operating system than Android. It's more people that use iPhones more so for business purposes. They use them for personal as well, but a lot of businesses use iPhones because they're compatible with MacBooks and the iPads that have the business programs on them. Two wide-angle lens cameras on the 14. There's a 1-year warranty through Apple on their device. I mean, it's a simplified operating system, so it's fairly easy to use. There's, Android they're totally night and day when it comes to their operating system. So Android, you can customize it more, but Apple is more structured on their operating system, and they are more both phones are secure, but Apple goes above and beyond when it comes to phone security.
So what about geographically? Like as far as like for travel, as far as service?
Well, that's through our plan. I mean, I travel pretty consistently all over the United States, and I don't really have too many problems with my cell phone signal. Between us and Verizon, we're the top two carriers around. So, I mean, I go all the way down to Mississippi, all the way up north, all the way down to Georgia where my daughter lives. And the only time I really have an issue is when I'm in the no man's land down in Mississippi where there's like trees surrounding you for just that duration when you drive through because the trees block signal. But very rarely do I have any issues. I just went to Mexico not too long ago, Miami, nothing.
So like in particular, as I'm referring to AT&T, if I were to travel out of the country, can you explain the benefits of that, or can you explain the consequences that would involve?
Well, we have a plan called the International Day Pass plan, and the International Day Pass, it's $12 a day. It's a feature you add onto the plan, and you use it overseas, and anytime you activate it overseas, they charge you $12 for every 24-hour usage. And that just goes on your bill, but you can use your plan over there as your plan here. So it doesn't matter. It would be unlimited talk, text, data over there as long as you have the feature on. And the most days they can charge you for is 10 days consecutively in one billing cycle.
So if I were there more than 10 days, it would still be that same amount of perhaps.
Yeah, so the most you can get is 10 days, so $120. So let's say you use the International Day Pass for 10 days straight.
Okay.
The most you can get charged is $120. Anything past the 10 days, there's no charge, as long as you're within a billing cycle.
Okay. So like up to like what perhaps like
within one billing cycle.
So 21, even if it was 21 additional days, it would still be that same
within
amount.
The same billing cycle.
Okay, so it would just now with that I only would purchase that day pass over there, or would I have to add it on to the plan? 100, it's an additional 100?
No, it's a $0 feature here. We put it onto your plan here. It only activates when you travel international.
That's what I'm asking you. Would I have to call in or come here and say, so what would I do? Just go into my settings or something?
No, we put it on your plan in the store.
Okay.
But then when you travel, once you take, like say you fly and you take your phone off airplane mode, you'll get a text message. It'll say, okay, you just activated your International Day Pass. It's going to be $12 for 24 hours starting at this time.
So it will already will keep track of my location?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Even if you didn't have the feature on your plan and you traveled overseas, you would get a text that says, hey, you're using your phone, like basically, we notice usage internationally. Do you want to add this on to prevent the charges? Yeah.
Sure. Okay. I just, I would like to know how these things are. As far as can you explain more to me about your what would be the difference in your personal and your business plan?
Sure. So business plans, you have a 30-day return exchange. Personal, you have a 14-day return exchange. Business plans, they waive activation fees, where personal, depending on your employee discount, you might not have a waived activation fee, which is $35 every time you add a line.
Okay.
And then you get more hotspot with the business plans than you do on a personal plan.
Sure.
So, and there's some different promotions periodically as well for business plans that aren't, consumer plans don't get. We always have promotions, but sometimes business plans get more promotions.
So what about, I know, like, well, I don't really particularly know, but if someone were to call me from perhaps a landline phone and want to bill my account, how would that work?
What do you mean by that?
Like a collect call or anything like that?
They don't do that anymore. That's not a thing.
Oh, so how long has that been?
I haven't heard of a collect call in probably 20 years.
Really? I know AT&T did accept collect calls on the mobile phone.
That I wouldn't really.
So that would be something
for
further.
like the customer service department through the landline department, because I don't know that they could bill you. I mean, it's been forever since somebody's even asked about a collect call, to be honest.
Collect calls are a thing.
Yeah. But collect calls,
too.
You can't bill yourself. Well, back when, so if somebody called you collect from a pay phone, it would bill your home landline bill.
That is true. I know that it could transfer over to,
I've never heard of somebody being able to call a collect call through a cell phone and then bill it.
Okay. I want to know more. I would like you to tell me more information that perhaps.
Getting a new phone, if you really, really wanted to, then it'd be an updated version of that one.
I mean, there's so much that I want to know that I probably don't even have the questions right now with me. Once you do the soft credit check, and then you'll do the hard credit check, or
no, we don't do a hard credit check at all.
Oh, okay.
It's just a soft one.
So what does that mean, though?
We just pull your EIN number. We put in your information through your driver's license, and then we put in your EIN number, and then I put in the cost of the devices, and it tells me whether or not you have a deposit or a down payment.
Okay.
And what can be financed.
Okay.
And the only thing you pay up front, if everything goes through, is taxes.
Okay. And so what if I want to add a line at a different time? Would it prorate my bill, or how does that happen?
Yeah, anytime you add a line, depending on where your bill cycle cuts, you would have prorated charges.
So would I have to wait till that day of my bill cycle change, or?
Not necessarily. It's always best to maybe add line, cost effective wise, it's best to add lines with a couple days before your bill cycle or cuts, but at any point you can have prorated charges. You can add at any time. There's no limitations on it. Some people wait till like a day before their bill cuts to add a line, just to avoid all the prorated charges that go along with it.
And what are the specific taxes that would be on the bill? Like, what taxes would I be billed for?
That I don't know. It's based off of each city. The taxes and fees approximately, depending on the city and state you live in, usually are anywhere from $5 to $6. Illinois is a little bit higher, but around here it's about $5 to $6 per line for cell phone line. Tablet and watch lines are different. They're usually about $3 to $4.
Okay. So like as far as like if I use specific data but it's unlimited, but it says, well, I use like 99 gigabytes or something, so like my service is gonna slow down or something like that. So can you tell me more
The three
about
tiers.
that?
Yep. So the lowest tier for business starter, it could slow down at any given moment when the network is busy.
Oh.
The middle tier, it's called standard, advanced, and premium. So the standard plan, it could slow down at any time if you're in a congested area. The advanced plan, you have 50 gigabytes of data, and then it could potentially slow down. And this is all if you're not on Wi-Fi in a congested area.
Yeah, I don't want to depend on Wi-Fi.
Yeah, and then the premium plan is no slowdown at all. No slowdown.
Oh, yeah, that would be nice.
So it just depends on what you want to do.
So like streaming and things like that.
You could do streaming. The only plan that it would not slow down on is the top tier business premium plan.
And could I use my hotspot at the same time that I am actually using my mobile data? Or would that have to be separate?
Yeah, no, you can hotspot like a MacBook or a Wi-Fi only tablet.
What about like laptop though?
You can, a laptop, you can hotspot a laptop and still use your cell phone data because it's two different data.
Sure, okay, yeah, that's important information to know. What about like accessories and things like that?
So currently it's buy 3 or more accessories and save 20% off. They do allow you to put them on the bill and break it up in monthly installments. If sometimes it doesn't always allow it for new accounts, but
Okay.
And the breakup in the 12-month installments would be no interest, no finance charges. It has to be a certain amount. It has to be at 75 or more, up to 600. You can only finance at $75 to 600 in one transaction.
Okay.
But you would just pay taxes that day on the accessories, and then you could put them on the bill.
Okay, because I would be looking into something like headphones and or like a case. And
Yeah,
so
so-
that's what I'm asking.
Well, headphones they don't always qualify for the buy 3 or more. Certain accessories are exempt to that promotion.
Okay.
Usually it's just like the cases, screen protectors, charging
Extra
cables,
charges?
charging blocks.
Okay.
The headphones usually don't, the companies that supply those and manufacture them don't usually participate in the buy 3 or get more.
So
get
are there
20%
any
off.
other, so as far as including them onto my bill, like perhaps financing or whatever it would be called.
It's an installment.
Yeah, and so for the installment plan, so is there any other way besides the purchase of 3 items that I could add an accessory on there, or it's only would have to be that? Like if I only wanted the headphones,
Yeah.
and I want to pay for doing an installment
You can
plan.
do that.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't have to participate in the buy 3 or more accessories. It's just a lot of people, when they get a phone, they get a case, a screen protector, and the charging block, because they don't provide these in the devices anymore.
What?
Yeah, they
No
stopped it a couple of
way.
years ago. So we have had people come in and buy AirPods or speakers and put it right on their bill.
Yes.
So you're not limited to just
Yes.
certain accessories, but just those accessories don't qualify for the buy 3 or more and get 20% off. No Apple
The blocks
accessories.
aren't included.
No.
Is it only here?
No, everywhere. It's Apple, Samsung, Motorola, Google. Nobody puts the blocks in anymore. It's standard because somebody will be with you in a moment, sir, okay? Everybody went to C to C.
C to C now.
So now, except the iPhone 14 is C to A still, but going forward on the 15 series and the new Samsungs and everybody's C to
Sure.
C now. So they don't have to legally put these in anymore.
Neat. Okay, I suppose.
It's regulated by the FCC, so they don't have to put them in.
Sure.
So I was just looking too for promotions
Wow.
for business. Let's see.
Excellent, I suppose. That is something. I'm not kind of like liking that a lot.
But once you get one,
So I have to get, I would
Yeah.
have to. Oh my goodness.
once you get one though, you don't have to, like, they look at it as though you get one, everybody's good, not everybody has one, right? You only have to buy it per se one time in case it breaks or something happens.
So then
to it.
now, because I know that a lot of the power is within that block. So are there different levels or are they all the same?
Well, we have different
Right?
wattages on them, but this one is a standard 20 volt, so that's the standard one that supports all the cables. All of our blocks are certified tested with a 1-year warranty.
Okay, because I know, like, I would look at this specific strength of it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I know that it's something called like a fast charging cord,
Yeah,
but
no,
it's
it's the
really
block
like the
that makes it
power
fast
is in the,
charging.
yeah, it is the block.
It is the block that makes it fast charging, yeah. Yeah, 100%. We always recommend just getting our brand or any of the brands we sell because they're all certified, tested in the right voltage.
Do you sell just the cord and the block?
We sell them separately,
Together?
yes. Well, you can get them separately or you can get them in a certain company, sell them in a bundle.
Right, okay, in
Yeah.
a bundle.
Mhm.
Okay, sure, okay.
I was just trying to see real quick what any extra business promotions were. Let me take a look. Because there's a phone, tablet, and watch promo right now that business and personal qualify for. I just want to see what else they have going on. Would you be porting in another number or a new number?
What are you asking? Like, what are the?
Would you be bringing a number?
If
from
I bring
another-
a number, how would that? What would?
Well, you get extra promotions when you port in right now. So if you port in another number from another carrier, you get $360 per line credit. So what that is, you would get I'm sorry, give me 1 second.
No, I'm here.
Certain spots say it's 360, certain spots say it's not 360. Give me 1 second. Yeah, so it is 360. Okay, so what that means is you would get an additional $10 off a month for 36 months. So it would bring the cost of the plan down if you by $10 a month if you poured in a number.
So why is that though?
It's
Like,
just a
what-
promotion that AT&T is offering right now specific to business accounts.
But what difference does it make if I bring? It's just a question I'm asking. Like, if I bring over a phone number from somewhere else.
It's just a port-in promotion that's being offered that the company has going right now. If you don't port in a number and you just just get a new number, you get $150 off. So per line, so that would equate
I ask only because I don't want like a middle person or anything like that. I just, generally to transfer a number over, it would involve a lot of tracking, a lot of following, a lot of communication behind. So yeah, I just asked. But I would really like a brand new phone number
so
from you a phone number from AT&T.
Then you would qualify for the $150 one.
Okay.
Give me 1 second, please. Hi there. Somebody will be with you in just a moment, okay? It's just two of us right now. Thank you. So that would just decrease the bill by $4.17 a month.
Okay. So, probably have way more questions, I'm sure. But I would like you to look into approval, and then I'm sure something, would happen from there.
Is the business in Wisconsin or Illinois?
Wisconsin.
And what's the business name?
Jasmine, Jasmine, Renee, space, Renee, space, Davis.
That's the name of the business?
Yes, yes it is.
Jasmine
It's a
Renee.
corporation.
Is it LLC?
Corporation.
Could it be under a different name of sorts? 'Cause I don't see it on the Wisconsin business list.
Okay, because I did apply for it and was approved through the IRS.
How long ago did you do that?
It's been almost a month, and usually it only takes 2 weeks.
Jasmine space Renee space DA.
I have the paperwork and all that with me.
Yeah, I would probably need to see it because it's not showing up on the business
I
website
have the
yet.
paperwork. It perhaps takes longer. I was told by a person that it takes 2 weeks for cell phone companies. So I can call them, and I can call the IRS and ask them what the problem is.
Yeah, because it's not showing up.
I was not told, but I do have the printout, and I have that all available. That
I would need that, and we also require to show up on the website for Wisconsin. So I would give them a call.
So
and
do you have what system? Can you write that down? What system you are using?
I'm just using the Wisconsin business website. That's all.
So what is that called?
That's Hi there. Somebody be with you in a moment. Okay, there's one person ahead of you. Okay. It is. Go to the home screen. It's this website that I'm going to.
Does it have like a phone number in particular?
No, it just, I don't know. It doesn't show us anything. It just, we put a business name in and that's it. It literally, she's here first. It looks like that.
Search corporate records.
Yeah, I put your business name in and there wasn't nothing there.
Just be a few minutes.
I did it with,
It wasn't listed there? Did you not locate it there?
no, I did it with out the corporation on it, with the corporation on it, and just I spelled out corporation and I put CORP, so I didn't. Oh, here's a number. I just found it when it says if your business isn't on there.
Okay, can I call right from here? Do you have a
No,
way
it
of calling?
has to show on the actual website.
Right, because if I contact them, if I call them, then while I'm here, they know that I am here. They can communicate that information and update it in the website.
Yeah, if they can update it real
That's what I
time,
said.
yeah.
That's what I'm asking.
Yeah.
Could you call while do
I
you
wouldn't
have,
call them.
You don't
would.
have a business phone here to
You could
incorporate
call
that?
from there.
Yes, I
Yeah,
would
okay.
like to.
Here, let's get you just have to come over here.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, see how long it would take and if they could update it real time.
Okay.
If you get somebody on the phone.
Well,
There you go.
okay. Appreciate it.
What brings you in today? Switch to that side in case I have to get on the computer at all. Oh, perfect. Thank you so much.
Yourself?
I'm doing all right.
Yeah, I think.
I brought this bag and I brought my old one, but unfortunately,
My daughter lives in Jersey, so I had to run and grab it.
We don't know the password on this one either. We have a trend growing here. No, I don't like this.
Somebody will be with you guys shortly.
No clue what the password is. I ran this however long ago. Think that you tried anything to think of?
I did. But I did charge it was a one of the things I couldn't.
For the next available agent. If you are calling to register a new business or charitable organization, file for a trademark, file a UCC, make changes to a registered business, become a Wisconsin notary, or request an apostille. Go to dfi.wi.gov where you will find instructions to help you complete your filing online at dfi.wi.gov.
3:01 p.m. So do they ever answer the phone?
I don't know, that's not a website, that's through the state, that's not through AT&T.
Oh, okay, because I know that you had made mention if perhaps if they would answer,
Yeah,
if they would come to the phone.
Yeah, I don't know how it works, it's not a web, it's just a website that we get through the state
Oh, okay.
government, website.
And so who provides it from the state?
And I'm not sure, I don't know, it's
Does-
a state business website, I'm assuming the state of Wisconsin,
Okay. And so like as far as Illinois,
they have their
then
own also.
okay. And so Illinois has different specifications as far as with business accounts or
No, it's the same, they would have to validate the business off the Illinois website.
Oh, okay, because I know that you said that it was something perhaps that was different in that situation.
No, if your business is in Illinois, I would have to go on the Illinois website and look it up.
Oh,
Well, you said your business was in Wisconsin, so.
well, yeah, it's my business, so it's wherever I am, but it is registered
In the state.
through, yeah.
Department of Financial Institutions. This is Haley. How can I help you?
Hi, Haley. My name is Jasmine Renee Davis, and I'm calling to make sure that my corporation is registered with the state of Wisconsin, please. I did apply and was approved or what have you through the IRS website. And there I created my business beginning of I don't know what it would particularly be a portfolio, but I received a tax ID, my tax ID number, which would be the EIN number. And so I'm here, and my business is not approving to show up on your website for some reason. So I'm asking you, would you update your system and speak further on that matter, please? Okay, so I was not told that I had to file any articles of incorporation. And what you said, article of what? Yeah, organization. No, it's a corporation. And so it just asked me how I want to file taxes. And that it didn't ask the website, the IRS website. So is it a requirement that I do business with you all, right? It would. Okay, so I have full ownership. No one else can have ownership of my business. Can you define that? It's a corporation. Okay, and so it is a corporation, and I know that there is a difference, but yes, I work alone, yes. I just want to explain to you in my way. So why is she saying that I have to register? So you're saying,
Who she is?
so I'm
Who is
here at
she?
AT&T, and she said that I have to be registered to do business.
Who is
I'm
who
at
is she,
AT&T
ma'am?
Wireless.
Okay. And that has to do. What are you
We're
trying to do
purchasing,
there?
opening up a business account for mobile service, ma'am.
So if she's saying that you have to be registered, then you probably do have to
You
register.
told me that I did not, though.
Sole proprietors are not required to do so unless certain situations arise.
You didn't say that.
I'm saying it now.
Okay, I understand.
You're not required. You're not required to file with us unless someone else tells you to that you have to. We don't have the authority to tell people you have to register with us. We can only guide you to say it might be ideal too.
Right. Okay.
But we
so
can't straight out tell you
consequences?
have to file with us.
Okay, sure. What are the consequences with registering and filing with you?
Consequences?
Consequences would also be a positive and a negative.
There's no it doesn't change anything if you were to register with us or not. It just gives you more options on moving forward with your business, I guess.
And what are those options?
Opening a bank account, I guess. I can only tell you about the name registration side of it, ma'am. I don't know the ins and outs of owning a business.
So who would
We're
have
just a
that
filing
information?
agency here.
Right, but you would know what all would come with registering with you.
No.
So how would I know that from you?
That once you register with us, you can move forward with your business. Anything outside of that, I don't have knowledge on. I can only tell you that once you register with us, it's ideal to register with the IRS, with Department of Revenue. If you need a license to register with DSPS or a seller's permit to register with Department of Revenue. Anything outside of that realm, I don't have knowledge on.
No, I'm asking for what is your realm? What is your business called?
The State Department of Financial Institutions.
What's your name? She hung up on me. She hung up the phone. So I'm going to call again. That was very disrespectful.
Are you recording this on like the social media?
I'm recording it. What's the problem? It's
You're not
legal.
allowed to record in here.
Oh, can you just give me? I've been recording. Can you get that
You're
to me
not
in
allowed
writing?
to it because of our mistake. My manager called me. They just put in a new camera system yesterday.
Okay.
And they saw you were recording.
Uh-huh.
And you're not allowed to record here because of our security stuff, because of where our
Oh, can you get that to me in writing? Because
we don't
it's
have
a
it in writing. Like
oh,
our
it's
manager-
a Wisconsin law that I can record wherever I am.
Yeah, but AT&T, like, we're not allowed
So
to
why
record
are you
certain
just now saying that after I had
Because I
received a
just got-
problem from her? You received a
things. I just
problem?
got a phone call about
When? Right now, as you've been standing here this
No, I
whole
stepped
time?
off the-
Why didn't you say something? You stood next to me when she was on the phone, but after she done something
it. I was gonna
illegal.
wait for you to finish.
Oh, well, you came over here and you talked to me anyway.
I was waiting for you to finish your call.
Oh, okay.
So they asked me to ask you to leave if you're recording.
Oh, so what is that person's name that contacted you? So I'm going to leave, but I also would like to know.
My manager will be here tomorrow.
No, what's that person's name?
You can talk to her tomorrow.
Where's her business
We
card?
don't have business cards anymore.
So you're refusing to give me that person's
She's
name?
not here, so I'll...
So you're causing a fight with me because
No, I'm
you
not.
all
I
are
just-
doing
you
things
can't record
illegal?
us in here.
Well, I was told I'm not recording you. I'm
You had
recording
the
me,
phone
but I
popped up
did
recording the
let
whole-
it be known who exactly I'm speaking to.
But it's
What's your name?
My name is Pam.
Okay, so now that I have found that I do not have to.
You have our requirement is to register. Now they don't require you to register through the state, but for you to open an account with us, it has to be registered through the state of Wisconsin.
But that changed up very quickly when she found out that you all were requesting that.
No, I've always.
I'll give you my phone number. You all called me tomorrow.
I won't be calling, and I.
So you don't want the manager to call? You all have a problem? You're not giving me the name, so how can I
She'll
call?
be here tomorrow.
I'm not
She's
going to
the
play these
manager
games
here
with you. Just let her know that it will be something filed with the court. No, I'm not gonna turn off my recording. There's no way you guys all gonna kick me out. You have to abide by the law. You broke the law. I did not. I'm out of their store. This is constantly a problem with the state of Wisconsin. Constantly doing things that they are not supposed to do over and over again because they know that that is power. They know it's power. And they know that I'm entitled to that. Not whether it's entitlement or not, I am a person and I have a right to open a business, to know where I'm going. Okay, now they're protecting one another, but she's also making sure that she's caring more about somebody else's job than her own. And so if that's a specific protection, but what's so strange is I didn't even see her talking on the phone whatsoever. And so probably she's going to do something or another. So that's just how it is. But I'm so grateful and so glad that I have proof. And that's what they are trying to stop. And that's why they are trying to stop me. And that's why they are trying to say that I have difficulties and problems and I am being unrealistic. But that's why, again, I'm proving that I am competent, I am sane, I'm healthy, I'm an individual, I'm independent, and I'm going to keep trying. I myself. And I'm not going to sneak up behind their backs. I have my own. I'm healthy. I want to know about a business account.
Sure.
I would like to open one up.
Okay.
So,
What's your name?
the name of the business, right? Well, Jasmine Renee Davis.
Jasmine? All right. Let me get you checked in. We do have 3 people ahead.
Oh, sure. Is there somewhere where I can sit with, charge my phone?
Back corner over there or at the table?
And so if I sit there for a while and wait for you, it's going to be okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, this is a tech store, so all kinds of people come in here. Is it okay? I am recording.
Well, we can't record in here, no.
Okay, why not?
We're just against our policy.
Can you give me that in writing?
No.
Why? What's the policy called?
It's just we don't allow you to record in our stores.
Why isn't it anywhere on the doors or anything outside?
That's just our policy.
But how come you don't have it before people walk into your door? I told you my name and all that.
Yeah, that's fine.
And you see I'm carrying these items.
Yeah.
And so...
But we are a private business with our own policy.
Yeah, you are. And that's why I said, but you should have that somewhere in writing. Where did it come from?
That's just the policy.
Where, I'm saying, who taught it to you?
I'm not sure.
So where did you get it from?
From my boss,
What's your boss's name?
Rashid.
Okay, is that person available to speak
No.
with? What is that person? Does that person have a card?
No.
How do I contact that person?
He's in a meeting right now, but I can get him for you.
Okay, sure.
It'll be a little bit though.
So,
You
okay.
can grab a seat, but like I said, you can't.
I'm recording myself. I'm not recording you all. I'm recording me, and I do this for my own particular purpose, for my own particular
Are you trying to
purposes.
start service with us?
Yeah, I'm trying to, but I don't know if that's going to work out.
Sure.
And so that's why I said I'm coming here for business purposes. So it all goes together, and the reason why I'm getting the phone and different things like that. So you're denying me.
I'm not denying you anything.
I'm going to continue. You're denying me what I want to do for myself in particular. I'm coming here. This is a cell phone I'm recording. And people purchase phones for all sorts of reasons.
Yeah.
So you're not considering all the people that come in here. And you are a private business, of course.
Yeah.
Sure. I mean, it's much better for you to be a private business, but you use that, but you serve the public.
Sure.
And so that is a problem. There's no club membership. There's nothing on the outside of the door. I didn't want to come in here to be embarrassed or humiliate or anything, but there should be something on the outside of your building, and it's not. So you are using bias in particular for your own personal gain, but I also have protections of my own, just as well as you have cameras here.
Yeah.
So how do I access, if I'm here and I'm not recording and I would like access to that, how would I get that particular recording of me? Because wherever I am, I have a right to have that surveillance. I can have whatever is of me because I own myself. So I would request, okay, well, how do
You
I
have to
get a
talk
copy?
to like corporate security and stuff like that.
Okay, do you have information?
No.
So
Not yet.
how would I contact them then?
You would have to talk to somebody from our corporate security. So you'd have to like call our customer service, contact corporate security that way.
So what is your customer service
It's
information?
800-922-0204.
And do you have a card for that?
I don't have a card, no. You can
Okay.
also Google Verizon customer service. and
Can you write that information down or type it?
I can give it to you verbally.
Okay. Understand? I'm just asking.
Sure.
Okay, so I can wait for your manager to come?
Yeah.
Okay. And I have my phone on.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, the phone doesn't.
Oh, okay. I don't know what corner. Such a problem. And I'm really not even doing anything to hassle anyone. That's a problem too. Where would it possibly be? There is a serious problem. It's like they're making up rules as they go, but these businesses can, but the state of Wisconsin has to be sure. And really, they need to put it in writing. These businesses have to put this stuff in writing. They can't change it up for any individual unless they need to have some kind of club and some particular membership or something like that. What is it that they have against me in particular? And I have business with these people, existing business with Verizon Wireless. So I know they don't want to deny me because that would be a serious or more serious problem. Why did he tell me to plug this phone up in the corner over here? It's like people are working already, but they want to stop me from working so they can do what? Mind their own matters still? Like, because there is power in independence, that anybody can do it. There's power in anything anyone chooses to do. It's the confidence that I have in myself. But for me to call a government agency and they hung up on me because I asked a name, that is really concerning to me. And that is what seems to be the standard. Sir, on Verizon, you said that I can charge my phone in the corner over here.
Did I say that?
Oh, wait, no. It's not you. No, but okay, so your coworker said it.
Okay.
And so I was trying to see if there were some things that were in the view, and I'm not making an excuse. I just
Okay,
didn't
sure,
realize
yeah.
initially.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, I apologize
No,
for
you're
that.
good.
So where can I charge? Is it supposed to be somewhere where I can
I'm
charge?
not sure where the outlets are. I'm not sure if you have any outlets here, but
I know there's one right there, but so
give us a minute.
I'm
Give me a
here.
second, okay? You're gonna be next to the type. Yeah, that's why I just came. Scott, right? And you're looking to get a new phone?
Yes.
So this is the first time I'm coming to this store. I'm coming here about my business. I've already talked to customer service. I have the notes with me in my book bag. I went to AT&T to get a quote and to know more about the service and make a choice of what I want. It should be better than this, but it is a challenge, and I know myself, and so it's just something that every day is something that I have, and so I know how to walk. I have my being. I'm in my right mind. I have myself, and so all these things that people are pretending like or whatever they are doing to incorporate some oppressive issues. Realistically, I can succeed. No matter what comes up against me. A lot of times they like to use the police because they have no other options of the truth. And so they still don't win and they still create a problem, but they get to complain against me and put some sort of interference in my way. But hopefully that will not happen today. I'm looking forward to success. I'm here. I am still recording. It hasn't gotten to be rude. I think that just with me being thorough is important. I really appreciate that. So I make sure I behave myself. Jasmine Renee Davis. All my beauty, all my stuff, all of who I am.
The screen is just shot. I don't know.
I promise.
A lot of the times, like, if you drop it, like, what happens is that the cable, that screen is connected on the board. It got
When I picked it up and, like I said, 95% of the screen was black, but there was, like,
doesn't have much time to get them.
we get down to the last step where you're sitting there having to transfer everything from phone to phone, and I have to leave. I can come back to get the phone. I got it.
You just have to get them.
Technically at 3:45, so it's 1 minute. Technically it's this one.
No, neither of them.
Well, this one, yes, it works.
Oh, that one does work.
It does work.
Is that the one that's active right now?
This is the one that
I'm trying.
I ran emergency because this door was closed. Closing.
You just send a text message to that phone too, probably.
Yes. She just texted me. I have been getting messages since I've been here. Oh, here we go. There's a request to blah 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 store something.
I'm going to do something. I'm going to start another live video. I'll be recording all throughout the day. So I'll probably start another video soon. But this is probably sharing and just really in particular knowing knowing further is just really important. This is a serious problem, and it's far beyond capitalism. It's far beyond a monopoly. It's far beyond any of that. It is more than discrimination of somebody trying to have just just force me to be something, or because I'm not like it, they're oppressive. It is far beyond, and it was shown. And you know, a lot of times it's the problem with a lot of women. And it's not fair. I'm a woman, so I'm not going to say that it is so much of a battle of the sexes, but I am very beautiful, and I show that. I walk the walk, I talk the talk. I don't have to worry about any insecurity of myself. But you know what? Look at my hair. I don't have to wear it. I'm not hating, and I'm not going to start that. But what I'm saying is, no matter how I am confident in who I am. I believe in myself. I trust myself. And I go in and I do exactly what I need to do. And it is very important to me. I like myself. I care about myself, and I care about my things. I want to continue and in a way I would say advance and succeed, but I appreciate balance. And it's very sad that I have to go through all kinds of stuff just to have my own business, to get a phone. She said that, oh yeah, for a bank account or whatever too. But then she hung up on me when I asked her name, and she did not call me back. But I already know what that's about. Those phones don't just hang up. That is financial through the government. Nobody is going to play around with those people at all. But that's okay. They are using these agencies for their own wars, their own insecurities, their own whatever. And people are just incorporating them regularly and punishing me. And if I go out and I choose to make some choices that they don't like, I'll be in trouble. And I have a long background, so it would look like it would hurt me, but really what they don't understand is that they are affecting their own selves, and someone's always tapped into every line. And so they become a puppet, and I am continually independent, and I care about myself. So that's the important part. So I have to look into some other things, and I'm not necessarily saying they are a puppet or anything like that. I hope they didn't call the police on me. Okay, this is Cheryl. I have a problem with that. Anyway, Jasmine Renee Davis. I want to go ahead and save this video. Jasmine Renee Davis.